is former Jets receiver Braylon Edwards, who joins us in studio. And you can give us a unique perspective here because you've played for Rex. You know the culture around the Jets. So when you look at this situation right now, what do you see as an ex-player?
I don't see a good situation. I see a team in shambles. I see a team that's trying to figure out their GM standpoint, their coach's standpoint, and that's where it starts. You know, but to get everything right on the field, it has to start with the GM agreeing with the coach, getting the right players in there for the coach to be successful, and I don't see that. I feel as though Izzik is holding something back, and he's not providing Rex with the talent that he needs to win ball games.
Okay, so if you're Rex right now, if that's the case, and he's never going to admit it, we heard him talk about that the other day, what can he do right now to maximize what he has to work with?
Well, if I'm Rex, I got to simplify the game plan. You know, I got to go with cover 2 out there as opposed to putting my DBs at risk by playing cover 1. We know that's Rex's guy. We know that's his pet peeve. That's his thing, is playing that cover 1 defense, playing that matchup defense. But sometimes you got to let the ego go. You got to go cover 2 so that you give your DBs help. And in the offensive game, you got to run the ball, you got to simplify, and use shorter slant routes.
Are there times where, you know, that true belief in himself and in his players can kind of get in the way?
It definitely can, and you're seeing it now. I feel like Rex has so much success from Baltimore to the Jets early on in his tenure there that now that it's not going his way, he does not know how to bring it back into perspective. He doesn't know how to dial it back and simplify. He wants things to work his way so that he can get the credit for it.
Okay, Geno Smith, what do you see?
I see a quarterback not playing good football. Like, simply put, like, Geno Smith isn't playing good football. He's playing bad football. He's making mistakes. But it's not all Geno Smith's fault. I feel like he's playing on a bad team right now, and I feel like they're putting him in bad situations, so everything is compiling on him and making it seem like all the blame belongs on Geno, which it doesn't.
Okay, well, even if that's the case, we know last week he's embattled. You're in that locker room. Okay, you're playing wide receiver with Geno Smith. He misses a team meeting the day before the game. What do you think?
Things happen, okay? No one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. There are alarm clock issues. There are, you know, changing time zone issues, so things happen. However, it can't happen. So you got to come down on him like a ton of bricks. You got to come down on him and let him say, hey, you are the leader of our team. You are the franchise of our team. Geno, this can't happen. And this message needs to be conveyed to him over and over and over again, and it doesn't help when the guy that's supposed to convey it to him comes out and says, I wasn't prepared to be the backup quarterback.
When you look at this whole situation right now, Braylon, is this fixable?
Not this year. The Jets are fixable. They have talent. I like their D-line. I like what they have in linebacker. I do see talent in there. I think there is something with the line. I think there is something there. I think you have Chris Ivey. You have players that can make plays. I still like Jeremy Curley. Still like Jeff Cumberland. I like Decker in the number 2 spot. You got to go find your number 1. I like Decker in the number 2 spot. But it's not going to be fixed with John Izzik as the GM and Rex Ryan as your head coach.
Is there a mentality, though, or a message that Rex can convey right now that would help?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's the best answer I can give is I don't know. The locker room isn't the same as 4 years ago, and you have a couple of the players there, but the mentality just isn't there. And there are only a couple of players that are there. You have Nick Mango, you have Dave Harris, you have DeVrickashaw Ferguson, and I don't know if those guys even still feel like they can get back to what they once were, because I feel like if they could, then it would already have happened. So I think the leadership role is gone because they're confused, not necessarily because they're not leaders.
Outstanding insight, Braylon. We appreciate the time.
Appreciate that. Thank you.